Good evening. Welcome to the beta instruction video. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go as quickly as possible. So yeah, there's no lessons included this time because the lessons they're kind of all in disarray. So yeah, sorry about that. You gotta deal with the video. I think this will be easier for illustrating the push stuff. Anyways, hopefully it's easier. Yep. So let's get to it. What is in fact included is a standalone version of Freq Delay. It is exactly the same as the one in Freq, but there's this cool glitch parameter with which you can make weird sounds. Oh yeah. The closer you get to 0, the slower the playhead goes, and negative values will cause it to start in reverse, and whole integers will roughly be tuned to octaves, with 1 being normal playback speed and like -2 like octave backwards. The way the glitch mode works, by the way, is the playback head bounces off the sides of the buffer when it reaches the end and wraps around, or if it hits the right head, it bounces off it, so it gets all crazy, and it can be at any part of the buffer at any given time, really. And that's why it's so glitchy. It's cool with feedback. Okay, so I wasn't gonna waste your time, so I'm not gonna waste your time. Moving right along. Shut up. Okay. Freq Delay. Wow. It looks exactly the same almost. Awesome. Okay. So let's talk about the seek portion. Yes. That looks like a live dot grid. That is a JSUE. That looks like a live dot grid. 21 JSUEs, in fact. I'm going to optimize it. It kind of looks like crap when this thing scrolls along. I'll fix it. Yeah, so cool stuff. Shift, click. Oh my god, that is random. Alt, click, clear. Unless you're not a Windowser. In which case it's option. I think, yeah, option, alt, option. Yeah. It's still 127 different patterns, but for the user interface, they're now organized into 16 banks of 8, starting zeroing it, or counting it 0. Cause why not? And yeah, so demo that. So this is like pattern 0, bank 0, number 1. That's a little confusing. Whatever, you guys will figure it out. Maybe I'll make it better. So that's number 1. Let's go number 2. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. So awesome. That is so freaking awesome. Okay, MIDI sender. Now it works exactly the same. What are we receiving? MIDI channel 1. Receiving notes. Come over here. MIDI channel 1. We're gonna send some notes. Let's make some notes. Oh yeah. So what did I fill in? I filled in pattern 0 and 1. So we need MIDI 0, 1. That's 3. Whatever. Something like this. Something like that. Let's see what happens. Oops. Oh, I gotta do this. That is what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about right there. Oh yeah. Okay. So, you get it. Yeah. You can stop now. Good stuff. Okay. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Actually, no, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's a moment, perhaps. What do I want to do? Okay, so because Freq loves you and wants you to be happy, and it's self-aware enough to know that routing things is a pain in the ass. It is. I mean, I can't even figure out how to route this shit half the time, and like I made it, so what's that about? It'll route itself. If you want to make a track, I know this isn't labeled right now. It will be labeled. I trust you. Trust me. You should trust me. Select external plugin because you want to use an external plugin and click loop. You can't even click on these because they won't help you out anyways. Click it. Oh yeah, look at that. Pre-routed monitoring's all there, but no, it's not. Actually, I want to do an orange one. Oh, and it like the color's right and stuff too. So, oh yeah, color's right. So then you just crank that up and see it changes right there. So awesome. What should we put on there? Plugins. No, let's use an Ableton one because audio effect. As you can see, I never use I never use these at all. What's a cool one? Pedal. That's like a new one, right? I should use these more. I'm gonna put you right there. Yes. Pedal to the metal, baby. That was weird, sorry. Sound. Oh, cool. Is that what pedal sounds like? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. That's what pedal sounds like. Okay, cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, blah blah blah. Done. Moving right along. And yes. Cool. So I'm gonna change that back. Yeah, and if you want to do external ins and outs, separate in and out, just select it, out. So it's an output track, and it goes to the master, and it's monitoring whatever this row is. And if you want an input, and you can put like whatever here, your instrument or your favorite thing, audio loop. The one bummer is that the input tracks will kind of have to be audio tracks, because if you don't have an audio effect on a MIDI track, then it doesn't have audio output, and so there's no way to. So if your default MIDI track doesn't come with a, yeah, you can't. It won't route right. So that sucks. But yeah, I mean it's still pretty good. So I did a bunch of stuff with the signal processing. I'm not going to demo all of it. I think almost everything probably got a little bit of a polish. This is now in alphabetical order because alphabets are awesome, and thank you ZL family of objects, because I don't have to remember how to do alphabet stuff. And now the moment you've been waiting for. If you don't have a push, I guess you could probably tap out now, unless you want to see how crazy awesome it is to own a push. Let me just check to make sure. Yep. Okay. So the way the push stuff works is let's look at the Freq and the Seek. The way the push stuff works is the scene launch buttons, as they're called, select each row. So red, orange, for example. Let's get some jam going. Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you how to start it. Press the user button up here. Boom. Because it's the user mode, right? Like, why not use the user mode for the user mode? Makes sense to me. So yeah, these are the each scene launch button is colored, and it corresponds to a color. If you go into the banks, they're kind of like dynamic to each effect. So there's the two main banks, which are like, you know, playing and direction and such. And then, like, it says unused right here. That's because there's no special effects controls in this area for Freq Verb. But if we go to this row, has a stuttering Stanley on it. Yeah, the special ones show up in the fourth bank always, and it's like dynamic to whatever you have loaded. So I like the chorus, for example, has the LFO controls right there. Yeah. If you want to randomize, you don't hit that because that clears it. Repeat clears it. Accent randomizes. Yep. Clear. And now you see the bottom scene launch button is it's white. And that's not global mode. What that is that's pattern mode. So each one of these is a pattern. Each pad is a pattern. It's shoot. It's patterns going to the right, and then going down is banks. Yeah. Hopefully you can see that updating. Yeah. And then to have access to the rest of the banks, to the octave button, and it says patterns. It tells you. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot to mention something awesome. Like if you when you're in this mode, the scene launch mode, the touch strip right here does bit byte. Oh snap, that's cool. I need to make a cool sound though. Yeah, random, clear, bit byte. Man, I'm bad at this video stuff. Okay, so page, I think. Oh yeah, these nudge. These are like the nudge buttons. When I nudge it, I like to nudge it. Nudge it. Ran, clear, rando, nudge. Okay, cool. So in pattern mode, you can actually do global. I might change this. I'm gonna add another mode where you can control every single thing at once, every single color row at once. It's not here. Random, clear. So patterns that you've made something in, they'll be lighter, and then the selected pattern will be more bright. If you want the light here to go away, just clearing it manually, for example, won't make the light go away, because Freq doesn't check to see if like the pattern's empty. It just checks for user interaction. You know what I mean? So, because I mean, like checking to see if the pattern is empty would be dumb. So, but if you clear it, it's like, oh, wait, I just randomized. If you clear it, then it's like, oh, it's clear. Oh, okay. So you got to do like a global clear. That'll work from up here too. Like, select this pattern, clear it. Yeah. So you can do that. You can like get organized. You know, you can like make some right there. Like, make some right here. So like for jamming or whatever. Like you can stay organized with the jamming and know where stuff is. Hopefully that's helpful. And then with regards to, you can do duplication from this menu too. From the hit. Find a good one. Oh, that's pretty good. Duplicate. It says pattern 3 copied. And then if you want to duplicate in this mode, you hold shift and then you just tap. Like, oh snap, you can just like duplicate everywhere like crazy. So, oh look at that. I love this pattern. I want them all to be this pattern. Like everything, all pattern. Oh, I'm gonna make it crash. I shouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe I should do it and see if it crashes. Anyways, yeah. So, but then if you're like, oh god, I hate this pattern. Like, get out of here. Like, what was I thinking? This pattern's horrible. Get rid of all these lights. Oh my god. Oh jeez. I don't think like other push stuff I should tell you about. Oh yeah, okay, so check it out. So when you have a color mode going, the knobs, they're still like a value of 0 through 127, because in order to be exposed to Live's parameter system, it has to be static when the plugin's loaded. That's like normal with VSTs and whatever too. So anyways, so when you twist it, it'll tell you the value of what you're twisting, you know, like kind of like as a little message. This is like the best I got. So that does nothing, so it doesn't display nothing. This is kind of like my current solution. Oh, and when you change, it tells you the effect name. Yeah. So I don't know. This is like the current solution. Maybe it'll change. And oh, okay. Yes. So like over here, how you have the triggers, you know, the automation triggers. Wow, that's really obnoxious. Let's set this so I can get the stately dotted eighth note. Yeah. There we go. Oh wait. Yeah, so totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, you can just trigger, hold shift. Shift is kind of important, as you noticed. You can just trigger the effect, and then it starts blinking. You can see on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, so cool. Okay, so that's like another way you can jam with it. Finally, I forgot to mention, while we're on the shift button, shift repeat is clear for the effect, and then shift accent is rando for the effect. Yeah, maybe don't do that if you want it to sound cool. I mean, unless you want it to sound right. In which case, do it. Weird. Make it real music. Yeah, that's music. Hell yeah. Oh, snap. So, I mean, like, that's kind of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, snap. Oh yeah, getting freaky. I'm like too lazy even to program music these days. I just want to push a button and things get randomized. Hey, that pattern wasn't bad that we copied everywhere. Oh, I don't know if anyone's still watching. I don't even know if this is going to be part of the thing. How long is this video already? Probably like too fucking long. I was thinking about doing like a quantize to like beat. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, getting freaky. gonna do the quantize thing for sure. I don't know if any of these actually sound good other than the ones already pressed. Look at that one. Ah, that's nice. That's blank. Nope. Yeah. So,